Hello, everybody. Miss Popo. Vicky. Howdy doody. I miss you. I was telling Sarah that we need to get the old workshop gang together and go on together and play. This is getting crazy. Too many withdrawals. Too many withdrawals. And our state, it's not looking good. Our state didn't have too much, I mean, comparatively, too many cases. And just this past, I think they said since the weekend, we got like 500 and some new cases. So, I think it went all the way around the perimeter of the United States, and it's like, the old toilet bowl. It's it's going to the center. We're smack in the center there now. Oh, so I think when the rest of the country is getting a little relaxed, our state is getting relaxed with everybody else when it's just barely like hitting our state in a serious way. So I hope people get serious. Tammy, you're first. You're first up, Tammy. I'm going to show you some of the scraps that I have left. I put the corresponding letters from, when we did it last week. And then you can kind of sort of let me know what kind of scraps you're talking about. And I'll just show you some of the fabrics I have left. Okay. What else? There's a few other people that had asked, days ago for some scraps. If you're here, I'll let you know who you were. You don't have to worry because I've already put yours aside. Kathy Maruska, you are all taken care of. My two loyal Lindas are taken care of, so you guys don't have to worry about that. You had asked for some additional pieces, so that is taken care of. And Tammy had asked a few days ago, so I wanted to take care of her next. Let me put these back on the other side. And let me get halfway organized. I tell you, I was in a tailspin about all that computer thing. I mean, printer thing. I was like getting like an anxiety attack. Like, I gotta get this stuff done. I can't find it. And I'm like, oh gosh. And so I thought the only way I could let go of the anxiety is just to let you in on what was going on. And it worked. I told you guys, and hey, all the anxiety is gone. So I'm not worried about it no more. You're not worried? I'm not worried. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see who's here. Oh, I should have gone on the stream so I could get Hottie in here. Canada. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm so thankful for you guys that are able to work from home. Whoa, hello. My husband, my husband. He's always into something with the local politics. And all the government buildings here, like, the city, state offices, county offices, they're all open. All those ladies are in there working every single day in the office. I just like, oh my goodness. They got families, they got mortgages, they got kids, and they do everything on the phone pretty much. So I don't know why they don't let them do it from home. It's kind of sad. Um, I know, Jennifer. It was crazy. It was sort of like the poor little printer went and said, "Okay, I'm done. You're not going to do this to me anymore." No, Lily, I'm not. I was when I had an HP, and I decided I was fine with that. It worked pretty good, but with the amount that I print, the um the Eco Tank has really proven invaluable. Um, I spend on the ink for the whole year, maybe about $25 for the whole year. And you see what I print. You know, you guys that get the kits and stuff, I'm doing all that printing, plus the printing I do for myself and the printing that I do for my journals and stuff. And you know, as far for my use, my personal use, I can't beat that. So, and I do lots of printing. Anyway, look at the little girl. Well, I won't call her a little girl. Well, I guess she is a little girl. I don't know. Yeah, with that kind of a hat, I guess she'd have to be. Or Circus Soleil's. One or the other. I don't know. Um, Lily, various companies are now offering it, but the first one I became aware of was Epson. But in my search the past couple of days, I noticed some other companies are offering that now. I can't speak to those companies because I've only bought the Epson and I'm real happy with it. And a few other of the ladies that work with making journals and doing a lot of printing, they're happy with it too. So anyway, okay, Tammy. Tammy needs to come to the front desk, please. And let me show you the fabrics I have left. And then you can let me know. It's not all of them, it's just some of them. All right, halfway in alphabetical order. Let's see. Halfway. All right, I have some of the A. Let me get this out of the way. I have some of the A left, which was the purple with the green stripe. I have scraps left of B, which was the purple. Remember, you guys, it's purple, not the blue. Eggplant purple. So I have some of the B, A, B, C, D, E. Whoops, what's this? A, B, C. Okay, that's B. I have some pieces of this C. Oh, hold on. I got another piece of A there. Some of the C. And I have some of the E, which was the brown one. I have a few scraps of F. F. I have a few scraps of the H, which was this green. And I have a few scraps of the I, which was the green with the pink on the inside. Hi, Scotty. Dorinda, I do not, but if you want one because you are special, I can put one together for you. I do have all the makings for everything. I just didn't have all of the fabrics that I had originally. put together. But if you see a fabric here that you like, I can put a kit together. You want a piece of all the ones I just showed you, Tammy? Okay, I can do that. Not a problem. Notice I had a question mark there. Tammy, what does Tammy want? I'll put one of each. Very good. That made my life simple. Let's see here. Let me find something to write with. Fine. Let's just get a pencil. Okay. Is this your file? Let me see. Gotta make sure I don't put it in someone else's file. Yes, that's Tammy's file. Okay, I'll put that in here. And that's over with. Let me put that on the other side. Okay, if I can see what Dorinda said. What did Dorinda say? Hello, everybody. Well, of course you like the purple. Do you know which one? Did you have a preference? Hold on one second. I knew you'd probably like the purple. Although sometimes you do like to go, a little bit out the box. I have two different ones. The color is almost identical of these two. But one of them does not have any of the green. This is a really pretty eggplant, and this is almost like a bronzy color. And I also like the back side. I think it's pretty. So try not to see it blue. It's purple. And then this one has the green stripe down the center, or not the center because it goes across all over the place. So anyway, you know what I'm saying. I've had a very long, stressful day. I've had a long, stressful week, and it's only Wednesday. I feel like it's Friday. Oh my gosh. Oh. So you let me know, and I can put I know they're both pretty, aren't they? Miss Hottie wants some bees set to the side. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Where's my thing? Okay. Miss Hots. Some bee. Alrighty. Yeah, New Year would be good. Make sure I include Betty too. What the heck does that mean? So I need to put BB, Popo, and BB? Is that? Yeah. It does not feel like a Wednesday to me at all. Did you get my email from the first night we chose for? Oh, Elaine, you know what? I have no idea. I'm sure I did, and I've got 60 folders over there, and I have no idea which folder is yours until I go through all of them. Tell me really quick, and I'll put a notation, and then after we're off, I will double check. Well, just tell me. It'll ring a bell. Me just having to think about it, I won't think about it. But if you tell me, it'll ring a bell. And then I'll fix it. I mean, I'll do it, whatever it is. Oh, this one? Is that what you mean by floral? B, A or B? Don't make me think. Don't make me think. A or B? Lily. Lily would like some B. Okay. Lily B would like some B. Well, of course she would. I. Okay. Yeah. I did, Elaine. I've got you some I over there. I'll double check, but in my mind I do. I remember. I'll just put a question mark, but I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. It sounds very familiar, Elaine. But I will double check for you. I'm pretty sure I already did that. I don't feel like the best today, but thank you. Oh my gosh. Did I miss anybody else? Okay. Let me look up. Up. Okay. A little bit further. Okay. I think you guys are all covered, I think. What did the I look like? Let me see if I have any I. Oh, here's I. I was the was the green one. I don't think I have any more now. I think I just have another small piece. But anyway, it's this one. Green with the pink. Actually, I think between this one and this one, they were my favorite. I think. Okay, fantastic, Dorinda. B it is. My oops pages? Oh, you mean from when I did the printing? Yeah, they're a hot mess, aren't they? Do you have B? I missed the kits. So Gina, you want a kit? Oh, I better put kit down here too for Dorinda, or I'll really confuse myself. You think my brain is a little off normally. Okay, Gina, you would like a kit with which? Let me put Gina. Oh, who else did I miss? Wait. Let me look. I guess I'm okay. Okay, so I think Gina wants a kit with B. Hold on one second. I gotta go run in the other room and double check. And double check. Okay, I can do that one, and that's the last I can do. There's no more B available. So let me just get this out of here because there is no more B available. Alrighty. The price of these kits are $35 plus shipping, which is, depending where you live, maybe $5, $6. I think they were running. because these were kind of heavy. There was a lot of stuff in them. I think I kind of overdid these, to tell you the truth. Now that I look at it, I go, what was I thinking? But okay, I snooze and lose. You win. Save a kit for the lurkers. Yeah, of other fabrics, you know, I mean, I have these fabrics and I have a few others that I haven't even pulled out yet, but these, I found that the thickness of these fabrics worked the best. That's why I made a few of them with it, and I like the way it worked out. So I'll PayPal you guys, the ones that are just coming in. That's okay, Renee, no problem. On the 8th, if I get if my printer comes when it's supposed to come, I'll get everything out in plenty of time for us to put together the kits on the 8th. If for some reason there's a delay in shipment, I'll keep you guys appraised of what's going on. And it might be a day or so later, whenever you guys get all the kits. But for now, it'll be on the 8th. So anybody that didn't get any fabric and owns their own fabric, just come on over and watch what we're doing and play along with us. Thanks for coming, Dorindo. So this is where we're at. Oh, so anyway, the other day, I had her body parts outside drying in the sun. And my husband comes over. He goes, what the heck is that? Because it was all dismembered, it was just laying out on the stone path outside. So today I go over and go, this is what all that was. And he goes, oh. Yeah, Tammy, I went all over the place and called all over town, and then I had to go grocery shopping, so I stopped at a couple other places. The shelves are empty as far as computers and things like that, the ink, all kinds of stuff. It's empty, at least in my town, which is very strange. Will kits arrive in Canada? I don't know. Sometimes they get there really fast, and sometimes it takes a month. And sometimes I've had stuff sometimes get there in a couple of days. It's, between the United States Post Office and whatever happens in Canada, it's never the same. Yeah, on Wednesday, tutorial for what? Tutorial for this, yes, for making the folio, yeah. So even if you miss it, it'll be there for you to watch it. And to tell you the truth, hardly nobody does it with me. There might be one person that does it while I do it. The rest of the people, they watch it, then they go back and watch it, and then they make it. So whether it gets there or not, you probably wouldn't do it with me anyway, to tell you the truth. Yeah, probably Colleen's about the only one. No, she does it before I even do the tutorial, remember? She doesn't do it with me. She does it before me. Um, oh, no, I'm not going to do a tutorial on this particular doll because I took a class for this. But I do have another one that I'm working on that I am going to be doing a tutorial. I have last year or the year before, I forget which, um, I had done some drawings of this little family of cats. And I don't even like, I'm sorry, I'm not like, I'm not a cat person. Okay, I'm a dog person. But for some reason, I was drawing these things and they turned out to be cats. I started off wanting to do these little dogs, but I don't know. Anyway, so I used some of those as a cover for some journals that I did for, I think they were glue books. I don't even remember what they were covers for, but I put some of my own artwork on some of those. And then I ended up printing some and doing some little goofy stuff with, and I made these dolls with my original art. I since gave them away because I made them for somebody and they're gone, but they came out so cute. So I thought I was going to make a few of them to show, and if people wanted to make those, then maybe I would do something with that. Who did you do the tutorial with? This was a workshop. Um, um, hold on. I forget her name right now. I forgot her. Hi, Nana. Um, Let me hold on one second. I have to. I know I went because I showed her earlier and somebody asked, and I went to her website and she didn't have this class anymore. She had a couple of, I think she had some other classes, but she didn't have this one anymore. Hold on, let me get. And I even forget the name. I think it's Danica or something, but let me double check. I don't want to be talking when I don't know what I'm talking about. I do enough of that already. Let's see. I'm looking. I'm looking. Oh, Danita, not Danica. Hold on here. Let me get a link. Let me get a link. Um, she has some little, these are so cute. She has some little forest critters right now. Let me get, well, how do I get to her? I'm just looking at an email I get. I'm trying to find her. I'm trying to find where I click to go to her page. That's strange. You think that would be really easy to do? Okay, here we go. Look at the little critters. How cute. Maybe I'll make my little doggy, my little kitty cat critters like her. Not her, like hers, but no, hers are too small. One thing I learned from this class, it's way too small for me. I just about practically went blind trying to do this. Way too small. All right. Way, way, way too small. Could barely see her face, let alone paint it. Let alone paint it. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's the link to her website. Oh, how cute. You're allergic to dogs. Huh. Yeah, I'm just not a cat person. I think I don't know why. I never have been, ever. Yeah, there it is. There is link. But anyway, so are we doing anything tonight or have we already done it? I just wanted to come back because I came on real quick earlier to let you guys know what was going on. And I did that earlier because I just wanted it to be a short video so people, they could find out what was going on when they rewatch it. It's just a real short one. So I didn't want to get into all this. But what else have I been making? I've been trying to do other things besides always doing the journals. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing the journals, but when you do it all the time, it's like you need a mental break. And boy, this was a mental break. Look at her hat. Look how cool. I told my husband she reminds me of Carmen Miranda. If you guys watch old movies, she was, I think she was, can't remember if she was Brazilian or Argentinian. I think she was Brazilian. And she used to wear those hats with the fruit and everything, but for some reason this reminds me of her. So if you guys, if you have like can't see real well or have like I have a what do you call that? I forget what it's called right now. What? Yeah, yeah, exactly, right, Elaine? That's what she looks like. I should find some little fake fruit and put it up there. She is fabric. I made her out of muslin. Well, she's out of muslin. Um, this is clay that she teaches you how to make this face out of clay. And, the kind that you just, stick it in the oven and bake it. And then she shows you how to paint it. I got like cross-eyed. I mean, I didn't have a brush that small. I mean, this is tiny. Can't tell you how many times I had to paint those eyes because every time I went and put the color, it was too much. Then I had to bring in some white. Then I put too much white and I had to bring in some blue. There must be, I don't know how many layers of paint on her eyes because I kept messing it up every time. And finally said, forget it. That's it. Whatever happens, that's it. It's over. I guess what I really needed was some kind of like a magnifying glass to work with because I was going cross-eyed. I mean, for reals. Yeah, it's supposed to be a mushroom. That's what the pattern. When she speaks of it, she refers to it as a mushroom. She's supposed to look like like a mushroom fairy or something. I'm not really quite sure, but I think that's the whole idea. I decided to put pieces of this silk flower because I just thought, well, if she's a mushroom fairy, she's got to have some clothes that come from the flowers, right? And so I thought it looked a little bit like half a cape and half wings or something. Yeah, I think it's polymer clay that I used for. Oh, you know me, you guys. As soon as I'm done, I'm done. I don't even know. Yeah, this stuff. Sculpey. And then I had to paint her face. So I had different colors of paint for her face. Her head looks like an alien, and it does. It does look like an alien. What is on the end of her hands? Nothing. It's just fabric. Just fabric. I decided to cut it with my pinking shears to make it a little creepier. So it's just more fabric, and I cut it with pinking shears. I think she needs a little nap. She needs a little nap. Close your legs. Take a nap. Yeah, Kim, a few people have already asked me, so I think I'm going to. Because they were fun. I mean, even though it gave me kind of a headache, it was a headache in a good way, in the sense that I was doing something different. And this is the first one I made. So anything the first time, at least for me, when you don't know what you're doing and you've never done it, it kind of like adds a little other layer of stress, I guess, self-imposed stress. But now I feel a little more comfortable, like, oh, okay, I know what I didn't like about it. I know how maybe some direction she may have given me, I would have done it a different way now, knowing what the end product is. So it's a learning process. So I know. Creepy fairies. And she's a real patient teacher too. Um, she's not one of those fast talkers. I don't know. I mean, I haven't taken that many classes, but I know there's a few of them that, you know, probably like me, talk too fast when they're trying to teach something. But she's not like that. She's very, you know, she's measured and she's at a even pace. Does anybody make journals with rice paper with no ephemera? I haven't made any journals with only rice paper, but I have made journals with rice paper. I've got some of my plaster stuff edited. Woohoo! I feel so proud of myself. I've actually gotten a lot of stuff done. Maybe that's why I'm a little exhausted. So I think I've got about half of the course because I started all over. I had some that I had already started to film, but that was like about a year ago. So I started all over. So I'm happy about that. Oh, I hope you feel better, Scotty. Scotty's a new grandma. Her first granddaughter. Scotty takes good care of herself though, because she has some health issues, so she takes real good care of herself. Okay, so what's up? Am I doing any selling of stuff? Oh, you guys are funny. Oh, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I have so much junk. I just look out in the surroundings and go, oh no, what am I going to do with that? I know Jennifer is like, what, I don't know. See, I think what it is I know a lot of people can relax by go sitting in front of the TV and putting their feet up and having a drink or something, and that relaxes them. That does absolutely nothing for me. Um what relaxes me is doing something productive, but maybe something different, and that's relaxing to me. Even though at some level it's kind of stressful, it's still in my mind I rationalize I'm relaxing because I'm not doing my normal stuff. And so even though this was like very tedious, uh it was relaxing in the sense that I was you know resting my mind from the normal stuff that's usually running around in my mind. And so that this was the way I rested. Yeah, yeah. Not thinking about the normal humdrum stuff you think about. That to me is very relaxing. What else have I been doing? Oh, let me see. Let me see. Oh, and look, this is how my printer's printing. Can you see that? Brand new black ink. And if I go on black only, that's what it happens. Normally when you do the test sheet, it shows all the thing and there's stuff written out there, and that's what it's doing. It's just spitting. Very upset. Very upset. But my husband was looking for a new a printer over for the house. So if I manage to fix this one or figure out what's wrong, that'll be his. That'll be his new um, printer. What else have I done? I know I've done stuff. I just don't know what. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I finished up. No, I already showed you guys that journal that I finished up. The last blue one. The last cyanotype one. That one's got those done. Those will probably go in the shop next week or sometime soon. I don't know when. And what else? I'm looking. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing. Nope. Ouch. My knee's killing me today. A defective ink box. I don't know what that means. They aren't cartridges. They're in bottles. And you fill the tank. And the ink's in there. I can see the tank full of ink. So bottles like these, you fill up the tank. Oopsie. Oopsie. Where's my little doggy? I'll show you the one I'm making I don't have the doll, like I said, the doll's gone. But I'll show you what we're going to make it from. If I can remember where it is. I mean, where my drawing is. It's around here somewhere. Maybe. Now I gotta remember which one I drew it in. Is it here? Maybe. Uh-oh. One second. I'm looking. Hey. Well, I thought it was in this one. Maybe it's in the other one. I'll bring it over. We'll look for it together. I thought it was in one of these mixed media journals I had made. But he's a cute puppy, but that's not it. Rosemary, will your plaster journal be a kit? That's what I'm trying to figure out how to do it. It's going to have to be a course. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm going to talk out loud to you guys, so don't etch this in plaster. To know how to do everything from scratch, I have to do a course. There's just way too much involved. But then some people may want to. Her, huh? She looks a little alien. So I'm going to have to do a course to teach all the different things and different ways to do it. But then there might be individuals who aren't into courses. They don't care about the course, but they'd like to have a plaster journal. So what I was thinking, only thinking, is offer the course, and then oh, there they are. Offer the course, and then also offer a kit with the plaster pieces, the fabric and stuff already plastered and ready to go. And then I would do a tutorial of just how to put the components together as opposed to how to do it from scratch. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of, kind of, sort of. Because I know, and the reason I say that is because you have to buy stuff in addition to the course. So not everybody has the funds to do that. There's the supplies you have to make the plaster journal. So not only are you going to be paying for the workshop, you have to pay for your supplies. So if you can't afford all that, yet you want a plaster journal, then I think it would be kind of cool if I offered a kit with some pages. I mean, yeah, some papers and fabrics and laces and stuff already plastered for you. And then we'll just put it together, as part of the regular tutorials that I offer for free with the kits. Anyway, aren't they cute? I just thought they came out so cute. And I guess they could be dogs. Now, if I took the whisk, well, I don't know. Maybe they could be dogs. I think the only reason they turned into a cat is because I put a big tail there for her. But I guess they could kind of sort of look like a dog too. I don't know. Anyway, I thought they were a handsome little family. What kind of plaster journal? That's the thing. In the course, I'd show various ways that you can, you know, various types of plaster journals. Last week I showed you one style. There's just all kinds of ways to do them. What did I do with that one? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I had it here when? A couple of days ago, didn't I? Hello, where are you? Uh-huh. I don't know where it went now. You know, that was a couple of days ago. And where I chose to put it is a mystery. Let's go see. Oh my goodness, I have no idea where I put it. Nope. Nope. Oh dear, it was just right there. I knew where it was until I showed it to you guys. Now I don't know where I put it. See, the mysteries. All of these mysteries. No telling what I did with it. And it's one of my favorites. I better not have lost it. Knowing me, I mailed it to somebody. If any of you get it in one of your boxes, it's mine. No, serious. Now I am wondering where is that thing? Okay, I can tell we're not getting anything done. I really would like to get something done. Very interesting. Well, you know, when I was doing all these kits and everything just got stuff put on top of other stuff. So you guys' guess is as good as mine. Whoa, that's full. I have no idea. No idea where it is. Does anybody remember where I put it? Terry, you'll learn in the course all the stuff I use. I use a variety of things. I use about four different things, types of plasters. Yeah, about 4. Or maybe 5. Something like that. Oh, what? Vicki, you came here. Didn't you come here for the plaster? You came for the course, didn't you? Please. I had several workshops here in my studio. You know, you guys are driving me crazy. Now I really want to know where my journal is. How did I do that? How can you just like lose a big old thing like that? You guys are getting me all paranoid. And see, it's perfect for the weather because if you're taking the course, these things, they have to dry. There's a pretty good drying time if it's not warm. So right now in our hemisphere, it's warm. And so it'd be perfect. Maybe I put it back with the other. I think somebody stole it. I think somebody stole it. I can't find it anywhere. But anyway, I can't find the actual journal, but I'll show you some of the things you can do with the plaster. And maybe it'll come to me where I put the actual. Oh, but anyway, don't you think this is a handsome little family? And don't you think they'd make a cute little doll? That'd be the cute face to the dolls. I do. All right, so these are some covers I have. Let me get her out of the way. Put this out of the way. These are some of the covers that I've already made. And these were done with plaster. These are on wood. So that's one look. Well, these three are the kind of the same look, the same kind of finishes I did. And here's another one. It's another cover. And my favorite ones, though, and I don't have a cover for that, but let's just pretend. Let's just pretend this is how it would be put together. And then the pages, I didn't do them on this particular one, all of them plastered, because, you know, they're for like different looks. Some of them have, like this is handmade paper. Some of it is fabric. Some of it is mixed media, watercolor. That way you can do a variety of mixed media work on it. And then, like, for instance, this is fabric, and this fabric has been plastered. And some of these elements here have been plastered up also. This page is all plastered. I just have a few little things inside of here that can be used in the journal with the peacock thing. And then these are plastered. And it's hard to see, you know, if it's all white for you to see it right now. But this is all plastered here too. But once you start doing your mixed media, your artwork, then all these cracks and all this texture, it just lights up and looks so beautiful. And that's all plastered also. And this is just handmade paper that has been eco-printed. And then this is all wood. And then that's the back. So that is one way to and these are just some backs I have ready to go with these covers that I just got through showing you. But I've been busy with so many other things that I haven't gotten to it as far as putting them all together. So that's one thing that we would learn in the workshop. And if I could find that other crazy journal, which now it's driving me crazy. Now I want to know where it is. Anyway, then we learned how to make a regular sized book, how to alter a book and turn that altered book into a plaster book. That would be another thing we would learn. And what else? And then I made these other ones. Where are they? Are they over here? If you can see what a mess this place is right now. It's amazing I can find anything. No, I don't know where those are. Oh, yeah, I do know. Wait a second. My favorite one is the one I can't find. But these are some covers, some examples of some other covers that I made. And I used plaster for these too. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can see that. There we go. There you go. That was done with plaster. That was done with plaster. Oops, plaster. Anyway, so those are examples. And the one I can't find is just plaster. There's nothing done with it in the sense that it's still white and looks like plaster. Oh, hello. Guess what I found? It was on a table under my table. Okay. So this started off as a regular book, and I altered it and created this book. And again, it's going to be hard to see because, you know, white on white on white. But this gives you an idea of another, another alternate way of making your plaster book. Ooh. There you go. All right, so now you see, you've seen it now. Oh, let's put it right there. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I found it. Oh, that would be cool, Lucy. That would be beautiful. And I think I've got my little I've been working also, in addition to all the other stuff, I've been working on my rust solution. When I saw Lucy, I thought of rust. I think of metal when I think of her. So I've got, I think, you know, I think I've got it the best I can do it now. I think. We'll see. I think I got it down now. But anyway, I don't have much else for you ladies, unless you guys can think of something for us to do. There's a class for those of you that like to draw or want to learn to draw and don't want to do, realistic things. You like wonky stuff. There is this lady. I would highly recommend her. I took one of her classes about a year ago, and see, me and names. Hold on. I think it's Deb Weir or Wires, or I forget how to spell her name. Let me. I think she's over. I'm trying to remember where her class is. Um. Anyway, she does what she calls these wonky people, and it's just gorgeous what she does. Let me get a link. Anyway, she started a new class, and right now it's on sale. And let me find it. And I will put a link for you wonky people. It's on Kara's. Maybe it is. And, oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me find it. Sign up now. I'll get you the direct link. And there should be like a little video you can watch to see her kind of work. I just love her stuff, and I love playing and making stuff like her stuff. I love copying her. I don't mind saying. Oh, she already got it. Look at her. Look at Darla. She puts me to shame all the time. I'm still going to put it. Oh, I got the wrong one anyway. So anyway, Darla found it for you already. Ooh, well, you need to put the link, Lucy. Or email it to me. Email it to me, and I'll put it up if you don't want. Oh, okay. How did you know how to spell it, Darla? Oh, okay. Let me click and see where it takes me. Oh, wait. If I click on it, will I go away? I might go away if I click on it. Oh my goodness. How come this is showing up? Wonky people. Here we go. Copy. Here we go. Here's the link. Uh-oh, it might be over. No, it's not. Okay, there's a link to the wonkiness, all the wonkiness. Go over there and get that and go check it out. It is so cool. So cool. Yeah, Deb. I love her. And she's a real laid back teacher too. Really laid back. Oh, those are cute. Well, then they'll like same kind of one. Although Debbie's is a little more out there. Debbie is definitely a little bit out there. All right, ladies. If you don't have anything else, this is before I knew about Deb. So see, I was already kind of weird before I knew about Deb. Now I could add a lot of her techniques to this. Vicky, she's not scary. She's cool. See, I could Debify her real easily. Good night, Terry. But I definitely think we should I should make another one of those little kitty cat families. Yeah. I think I need to make another little family. I think you would look cute. Oh, you guys. She's not scary. Oh yeah, you saw Mildred? Yeah, which one did I call Mildred? It was her, huh? That was Mildred, right? I think she looks like a little Mildred. But I still like the little family. Oh, and Mr. Bunny. They're cute too. Mr. Bunny was so cute today. He was so cute. Because usually when I see him, he's just, like a little regular bunny stance, kind of curled up on all four legs underneath each other. Well, he lays close to the bird bath. I mean, it's really hot, so all the water goes away really quick, evaporates. So I was heading over, and I go slow because I don't want to scare him, and I don't want him to run. So I go over there, and I could see that he was, in his little spot. So I'm walking over there going, "Hello, Mr. Bunny. Hello, Mr. Bunny." And he's still, he's not moving. I think, "Oh my gosh, he's dead." So I keep going, "Mr. Bunny," and then finally he hears me. But it was so cute because he was laying down like a dog does with all fours out. And he was laying like there's a little hole there for him being there so much. He's got like a little indentation there in the dirt. And he was laying like a dog on his side with all four legs out. I've never seen a rabbit do that. And he got startled because he was dead asleep. And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bunny." And he sits up, normal, like a normal bunny. And he's looking at me and says, "You don't have to run. He's okay. You're okay. You're okay." But he was so cute. And my husband goes, "Maybe he does that because he sees the dogs doing it so much." I don't think so. But there was another rabbit that was in the dog's yard, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't him. He's really small. My husband says probably a female, but Mr. Bunny is on the small side. I mean, he looks like a little bunny, but it's already been months, so I know he's full grown, but he's really small. Okay, so the next time we get together, we need to have a plan. What are we going to do? We need to have a little project that we can do together. Because the next time we get together, we still won't have no kits. It won't be the 8th yet. So we need a project. This is my journaling by 5. I think I don't remember if it was the first or the second one. I think it was the first one I did. That was so much fun. If none of you have done art journaling or mixed media, go over to Shannon Green and punch in. Oh, there goes Darla. She's already looking it up. Go punch in journaling by 5s. And it's just going to teach you to relax, not to think of anything, and end up with something cute. I encourage you to do it. And it's a really fast project. You get it done in one sitting because that's the whole point of it. It's just boom, 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 boom. You're not supposed to think. It's just all very intuitive. And you don't put pressure on yourself. You just do it. That's the only pressure. Do it. Oh, another kitty. See, I don't even like cats. What's with this? I think because I like the little mouse. He's my favorite. He's holding this fresh bread. He's probably delivering it. I don't know if he looks French or Italian. But he doesn't have a shirt on, and he's carrying all this fresh baked bread underneath his armpit. Oh my gosh. Too crazy. Anyway, try it. You'll like it. Oh, she could be a cute doll. Look at that. Oh, that's almost like Deb. Not quite as weird, but getting there. See, I had a little bit of Deb inside of me all along. Are you talking about Shannon Green? Her exercise is what I was following when I did that. All that gluing. And this journal is really a fun journal to work with. All your background is done because most of the problem with, for a lot of people, when you're just starting and you're just doing some kind of art journaling, you want to do some pages, everybody says it's that blank page. It's very intimidating. What do I do? Where do I start? So if you've already got all of your basic background done, then it's not as intimidating. And these are just file folders. I cut the file folder in half. And then I just came in with paint and my, my little credit card tool and scraped a bunch of paint all over the place. You could do the same thing with your jelly plate. And then your background's ready to go. You don't have to think about it. You can just start gluing. If you want to glue, hey, it's ready for you to glue. Whatever it is you like to do. Plenty of color to play with. I don't remember what this was supposed to be. I think this was, I was just practicing different techniques when I very, very, very first started even playing around with mixed media. Mostly gluing. I've always been a gluing person. I lost them again. Oh, good. I'm happy. I'm happy again. I made it, Kim. I made these. Exactly, darling. Double yuck, right? The armpit. All right, it's up to you guys. What are we doing? Oh, and who was it? It was, was it G? No. Oh, you know me and names. Anyway, somebody suggested I get this book, and I did. Darla will remember who suggested it. I can see her name, I can see her face, I can hear her voice, and I'm just blank on a name. Isn't that horrible? Horrible, horrible, horrible. Anyway, she was showing some books that she had, and she thought that I would like this one, so I kind of looked it up and the reviews and stuff, and I go, ooh, yes, cool. I would like that a lot. So I got this over on Amazon, and it shows all cool organic stuff to use, to paint with, to draw with. I just love it. A flip of this, Colleen. It'll come to me. Maybe. Now, I've done most of the stuff, I would say maybe 70% of the stuff in here I've done. Done not with like the exact intent of what they're saying, but not realizing, oh yeah, I did do that. Because I've collected um several times from camping sites and get the charcoal and I'll put it in a bucket and then I use that charcoal for drawing with, and that's one of the suggestions that they have here. And so I've done that. Don't let things go to waste. Yeah, it was like, I can't remember if it was this week or last week. Who were you guys thinking? No, it wasn't Debbie. It wasn't Debbie. It was, if you say the name, I'll know, but it wasn't Debbie. Yeah, this is too earthy for Debbie. I mean, in my opinion. For what I see that she does. And then using, getting some softer wood and turning those into, the stumps for blending. And then getting all different types of woods to turn into pens. How I bound my file folder book. That's a good question. This was before I knew anything about binding. So, sometimes I look at my stuff and I don't even remember how I did it because I'm not really doing a real technique. Okay, so I saw all these fancy techniques, right? And I don't know how to do any of them. So I basically, this is kind of how I do everything. I sort of fake everything. I don't do anything the real way. I find a way to fake it, and then people think I've developed a new technique. When I'm just faking an old one is all I'm doing. Okay, so what did I do? All right, so I got file folders. How many did I get? They're cut in half, right? They're folded, but I cut them in half. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like I put 5. And I folded those in half. And I sewed just a regular pamphlet stitch with those, all right? And I did that. But I have 5 signatures with 5 half sheets of file folder. Okay, so then I have those 5. And I made sure when I did the pamphlet stitch, did I do it? Hold on, before I say anything, what did I do? Man, making me remember stuff. Okay, so I made sure I tied it on the outside. Yeah, there it is. It's tied right there. So it's tied on the outside. So now you have 5 of those, and they're all tied on the outside. And I left long strings. All right. So then what I did is I tied one of the strings. Whoops, sorry. I tied one of the strings from here, from this one with this one with that one, and that one with that one, and that one with this one. All right? Does that make any sense? Who knows? And I did that all the way down. And then I just put, oh, and before I did that, I put some tape and just kind of bound it here and here and here and here and here. And then I tied all that. And do you know that thing has not budged? This is like the strongest bound thing I have. A pamphlet stitch, and well, pamphlet stitch is, well, the way I did it. Again, I didn't know what I was doing then, so who knows what it really is. I'm saying a pamphlet stitch because it kind of resembles one. I think I kind of cheated on that also. I've got 3 holes. You know, I'm just talking. I don't remember exactly what I did because I have 3 holes. Look at the other one. I know I did them at the same time, so I did them the same way. But anyway, the key the key was I got the signatures to stay together by tying all of the strings from the signatures together and then just putting a little bit of handmade tape on here. And when I say handmade tape, I don't even remember how I did that. But I think it was, yeah, I don't remember. So that's it. It's just a little bit of this tape right here, holding them together and then tying those ends all together. I'm not, probably not too helpful, but it wasn't like a real plan because I really didn't know what the heck I was doing. But like I say, it really holds up really well. If you figure this out in there. Oh, that would be good. Yeah. Yeah, I need to figure that one out. Will do. Let's see, in the middle, top. Yeah, Lucy, that might be the right way to do it. I don't know if that's the way I did it. Because, see, I'm the type of person that gets very frustrated if I don't know how something's done. But then I feel better if I just kind of make it up and do it myself. And then I don't feel so frustrated. Fake it all the way, ladies. Fake it all the way. Okay, now I've never done this before, which is really weird because I used to live where, you know, bamboo was like a weed, but I've never done that. That would be pretty cool. So anyway, they're making the fountain pens out of bamboo, and then getting a real feather and getting that quill and cutting that. Is that what you call it? A quill? Yeah. And cutting that out. And there you go. That was one big feather, though. Woo-hoo! Very big. So they show you how to do that. And then they show you how to make felt-tipped pens with wood, which I think is very intriguing. I didn't use the felt, but I was taught how to use it with this certain type of, I don't even know what it was. It was indigenous to where I was, but it was a certain kind of plant that literally would suck it up, and you could use it as a pen, and we'd put it between some wood like that. And then we move on to inks. Gives you the history of ink. Of course, leads back to the Chinese, how they made it, what they used. Way back when it was like the oak. And then different kinds of tools that would be helpful with all these things. Here's samples of different inks. And let's see, what is this? Oh, something bit me. Okay, this is raspberry, wild grape, blueberry, poke, high bush cranberry, elderberry, buckthorn, blackberry, and black cherry. Not the colors you would think necessarily, right? I've learned all that through my eco printing. Not necessarily what you would think. Coffee ink, I've done that. Beet ink, I've done that. Berry ink, I've done that. More berry ink. Acorn ink, have not done that. I would love to do that. Have not done that. So it gives you kind of the recipe of how to do it. Iron and vinegar, done that. Hide glue, unfortunately, done that. Ugh. Vinegar and iron, done that. Black walnut ink, have not done that. That's on my to-do list. Soot ink, nope, have not done that. It looks pretty cool. All right, so now we're into ink wells and paint dishes. You make your own. They show you how to make them. Little clay vessels. How cute. And then they're showing the old-fashioned way of how to, it's like an underground kiln. They just throw it in the pit. Burn it all up. Just like the old days. And they show how to make them out of bones. If you live by a butcher, or you know, or if you're a hunter, look what they make. Bone ink wells. Look how cool. Or if you have big dogs, once they're done with it, go grab it out of the yard. Go dig it up wherever they dug it. Okay, paint brushes. Those are cool. Little bundles of different things for your little marking. It says you can obtain fur from fuzzy creatures without causing them any harm. Grab the fuzzies, even from the kitty cat. And there you go. Make your brushes. All right, pigments and paints. Here we go. So you basically have them derived from plants, minerals, and synthetics. Paints and binders. It's just telling you the steps you'd have to do. Your grinding, your sifting, and then finally making the paint and how you would store the paint. Crayons. Woohoo! I love playing with the wax. I have all those tools. Well, I don't have the open fire, but so you can make your own wax drawing sticks. They show you how to do that. How to make your molds out of twigs. Then you crack them open and there's your crayon. Now we're on to paper. How to make your paper. So they show you how to make your simple mold. And it talks about your molds, your decals, your paper press, felts, blender, and vats. That's what you'd be using. And they are using burlap on the frame. Here are different kinds of pulp, what you can make them out of, how you store your pulp, if you have some left over from your projects, then the actual process of making the paper, drying the paper, sizing the paper, printmaking. Oh, I love printmaking. Okay. Showing you how to make your print out of wood block, doing your carving and stuff to print with. Then you got stencils, you got ink, brayers. Here's old rustic style of brayer made out of wood. More pieces of wood. Never done that before. I think that would lead to nothing but frustration. I don't think my thing would ever roll. Rubbings. We've all done that. Even if it was in the second grade, but we've done it. Ooh, and look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? Sketchbooks and journals. Now this shows different stitches. Again, I don't know how to do any of those stitches. I make it up all the way. Cheat, cheat, cheat. I think I was trying to mimic that stitch when I did that. All I know is that I don't care, really, if it's wrong or right. The way I judge a good, for me personally, is if it lays flat, it's a success to me. Just let it lay flat, and I don't care how I did it right. And these all lay flat, so I'm very, very happy. Look how flat. How many of your journals lay flat like that? I know I'm showing off, but really, seriously, look how flat these are. It's perfect. And they're thick, and it's still flat. Look. Yeah, it probably was a Coptic when I first saw them do it. I go, I can't do that. I still can't do it. Well, I haven't really ever tried after doing it the fake ways. I don't even bother. I go, why bother? Why give myself a headache? And then like even these, even though they're full of plaster, these all lay flat. So to me, that's success. Once I fill it up with junk, well, maybe it won't lay so flat, but that's why like some of the junk journals, like when they sell them, you can't even open them, let alone when you start putting stuff in them. I mean, to me, that's not even a journal anymore. It's a housing tool or something. Oh, good night. Good night, Elaine. Yeah. Flat is success. I have this other one that's a glue book. It used to lie pretty flat. Now it's so chunky, not so much. So that's becoming unsuccessful. as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I gotta put that back on there. Well, ladies, I don't know what we've accomplished tonight. A little bit of nothing probably, but at least we got to hang out together, chit chat. A few people got their little scraps straightened out. We talked a little bit about a little workshop. We talked about some dolls I want to make. And we talked about the delay because of my my printing situation. But all the kits will, if the printer comes when it's supposed to, it'll be here Friday, Saturday at the latest. And then um I'll be printing on weekend. And then hopefully I can, if everything goes the way I hope, then I can get the kits out on Monday. So you just got here. Well, then what can we do? I have no idea what to do. We could hum together. We could hum, kumbaya. Let's see. What else can we do? What can we do? What could we do? I'm open. I just don't have any thoughts. My brain's too tired to think. But I don't mind doing if somebody gives me an idea. I'm looking over here as I'm talking, see if something just kind of jumps out at me. Nothing's jumping. Oh, I could look over again the stuff that Diana sent me because I got to get that started. And some of you guys may not have seen it. So let me share that with you. Okay. And then maybe I can get some inspiration while I'm looking at it. Because I have to do something with all this stuff. So if you guys weren't here, whatever day it was, I had made arrangements with this other artist. Her name is Diana, and she has a new YouTube channel. And I just fell in love with her work instantly. And so I contacted her and asked her if we might do kind of I don't call it a collaboration. Well, like maybe it is. Send each other some stuff and make something with it and then send it back. So that's what we're doing. So she sent me all this yumminess. And I haven't looked at it since I looked at it with you guys because you know what else has been going on in my life. It's been a little hectic. So anyway, she makes these. Oh, and what happened, all this discoloration, is she sent me some ink and it was all tight in a bottle inside of a plastic bag inside of something else. It still leaked. And so that's what this darkness is. It started off and it's really pretty pink. Anyway, she makes these and she makes these out of her coffee filters and they're really, really cute. And so she sent me one of those. She sent me this stamp. And I don't know what those, if those are letters. I don't think so. It's an arrow. These are arrows. And that's a 0. I'm going to have to stamp that and see exactly what that is. And this is double-sided tape that she sent. And this is some of that craft text that I put in your kits for this month. And just coincidentally, she sent me some, and it got ink all over it, but that's okay. We're going to go with the grunge look. So that'll be fun. She sent me some bark from a tree. And some of these clips and a couple of pennies that are now buttons. That's cool. And then some metal stuff. This looks like, I was going to say, I don't think I can rest. This looks galvanized. I think that's a galvanized thing. And these are already rusty. Hello. See, we use these a lot in our stuff. And she makes these. Let me see what it looks like. She makes these things out of soda cans. And she has a video on her channel how she does that. So she sent me a couple of those. I guess that's like a tag. Little clip. Those are all out of the soda cans. And then she sent me a couple of these little number tags. And a rusty washer. And a couple of pieces of jewelry. Little wooden flag kind of thing. Some staples. And then she sent me some paper. It looks like it's coffee dyed. Really cool. Really grungy. A real big mess. I like it. And then this got some of the ink, needless to say. Oh my goodness. That just adds to the... She wrote me a note, but obviously I can't read it. I can't wait. What you, some, I. Take, good, Diana. That's it. Oh, and there was stuff on the other side too. Okay. Hello, my crafty friend. Will you some the aluminum, a flower from text, also known as teachable paper, other things that you might enjoy. Why, thank you. And this got soaked up with the ink also, but look how cool that looks. Very cool. And some parchment paper. She said they used it. Her husband heated up, I think she said bread. He likes homemade bread, or he makes homemade bread. So that's why it's got kind of the yellow to it. It's already been used. Paper, which is really cool. More ink. Thank you very much. But it's so weird because her and I pretty much like the same stuff, and she pretty much got a lot of the same stuff in her package that she sent me. It was so funny. We opened it up together, and it was funny. And then these are charts. I couldn't even think of the word charts when I was looking through them. These are nautical charts. Now, I know she's really into maps. Well, not necessarily maps. She's into globes. That's what she really likes. So, I got to keep that in mind. She likes grungy stuff. And she likes globes. She collects them. So, a lot of cool stuff to choose from. For sure. Oh. Yeah, supposed to, Darla. That's a big quotation mark around supposed to. Notice how much I have done. And if I get that printer on Friday, you know what I'm going to be doing all day Friday. So I guess I only have tomorrow to fool around with it. Yeah, I should do that, huh? Let's stamp the stamp. Let's stamp the stamp. Let's stamp the stamp. Ooh, let's do it in red. Let's do it in red. It shows it here in the back, but it still doesn't make any sense to me. I still don't know what it is. Let's put something hard underneath here. But it would kind of still go with the chart map globe motif, don't you think? Huh. It must not be perfectly flat. Well, that's that. I still don't know what it is. Y and X. And there's a C right there, somewhere in the middle. Or an O. I don't know if that's a C or an O. It looks like an O here. Anyway, it's still cool, whatever it is. So, oh my goodness. Let's see, what am I going to do? It'd be kind of cool if something had to do like with navigation or something, right? Oh, you've seen this in a math thing? Okay, something mathematic. I don't know. Maybe. But it's weird because there's no numbers. And there's no hint. Even like it doesn't have a name or anything. So that doesn't help. But anyway, as far as these, she shows you how to make these. And how she does the coloring, because what's really unique about hers, well, because I haven't seen that many people, I'm sure a lot of people make them, I just haven't watched their videos, but she does what she calls double dipping. And so the flower looks very real because she puts a different color on the outside of it. So you've got the different shades of pinks and yellows and stuff. And then on the edges, you know, she puts that darker. I should not, well, sometimes it's darker. Usually it is, but anyway, a deeper color, and it just really looks so pretty. But now you can't see any of it because it's all black. But cool. Anyway, so that's another thing on my list I have to do. Do you have to chart your own course? Maybe we do. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it's cool. It'll be fun. Oh, and I forgot. And some um, dictionary pages and this sample. It's not plastic, but I don't know what it is. Well, it came from Pier 1. I just noticed because I haven't been out and about in a while. I passed our Pier 1 and it says closing. It's funny because in our town, it is busy. I mean, all the parking lots are filled, at stores and stuff like that. People are just running around like nothing's going on. So our little businesses, if they're not national businesses, because the national ones, of course, are getting hit all over the country. But our local businesses, they're doing just fine because they're um it's full. Especially like the food places, they'll have like the drive-throughs open, and some of our businesses they have like some have two, some have four lanes set up because the business is there's so much business. So instead of waiting in one big long line, they've got four long lines. And then they have these big white tents over, where the person would come out to bring the food and stuff like that. So the people that are in the front of the line, they're underneath these big white tents, nice and cool. But it's still busy. And my husband, after, because I go out maybe, I don't know, maybe every 2 weeks or so to go grocery shopping. And my husband goes, "Are there any more people with masks on?" And I said, "Nope." Our state is not very mask happy. Um, Not too mask happy. And there was this one jerk. This was about a month ago, maybe. He really got, no, it was maybe, yeah, at least a month, maybe 2 months ago. But it was a person, I would say he was like in his late 20s, and he was with a girl and at the grocery store, and he was on purpose going up and down the aisles sneezing just to be, just to be a jerk, basically. I mean, there's no other word for it. And I thought, you know what? Karma. Karma. I mean, I don't want wish ill on anybody, but it's people like him that end up with it. You know what I mean? Keep your mouth shut. Yeah, exactly. And I forget if I told you guys back in they're saying, when I say they, who knows who, but the medical people are saying that they now think in the United States anyway that the virus might have been here late last year, like November, December, because now they did autopsy and stuff on people that had unexplained things happen to them and just die at very odd ages, and they had the coronavirus, and they've seen that back up until November was the earliest date I've read that they have a death, that the person had coronavirus in them. So back in January, my husband hardly ever gets sick. I mean, and when he does, he gets like, just a regular old cold. He gets his flu shot. He never gets, flu. He just gets like a regular old cold, a little temperature, and it's gone in a little while. And ever since I learned how to control my allergies and stuff, I don't even get a cold anymore. I used to get infections in my chest from my allergies and stuff. I don't even get that. I do preemptive stuff and it doesn't happen anymore. So as far as those kinds of things, we just don't, fortunate enough that we don't get sick with that stuff. But back in January, my husband for about 3 days was very sick. He had fever. Um, um, he'd be in bed. I literally had to change all the bedding because it was wet, and he had that for like 2 days. And then he felt okay. And then I can't remember if it was him first or me first. I think it was him first. He had that. And then you know how my schedule is. I'm up late all the time and everything. Well, one time I was on with you guys, and all of a sudden something came over. I didn't let you guys know. I didn't say nothing. I just kind of put an abrupt end to the live. But something came over me, and I can't even explain it to you. All I know, I'd never felt that way before. It was a very uneasy, I mean, it was almost, I can't explain it. Nothing was really happening to my body, but I thought in my head, I wonder if this is how you feel when you have a heart attack. But nothing was really happening. It was just a weird, only thing I can say, it was a sensation that I still at this point cannot explain how, to articulate how I felt. So I just said, "Oh, I think I better go," or whatever I said, and I stopped the live, and I, closed up here and locked up. By the time I got back into the house, I felt so horrible. I can't explain how I felt. I got into bed and I wasn't sweating, but I was shaking and shivering so much that I felt like my body was contorting. This never happened to me before. I mean, it was uncontrollable shaking or shivering or whatever you want to call it. It just was uncontrollable. I got scareder and scareder and scareder while it was happening. And then I got up. I didn't know what to do. Um, I didn't know, should I wake up my husband? Should he take me to the hospital? I didn't know what was happening. So I got up and I made me some hot tea and I sat down over on the couch, and I'm not exaggerating. My whole body was doing that. And I could feel my muscles in my body literally like contorting. It never ever had anything remotely like that. And I just got so exhausted, I ended up falling asleep on the couch. And then I woke up and I felt perfectly normal. I mean, like nothing happened. So I go and take my shower, and in between all this, I took my blood pressure and stuff, and it was okay. So I knew I wasn't having a heart attack. And so I got up in the morning, I took my shower, and I led the rest of the day normal. Okay, so night comes again, and I got into bed. Now I'm not cold. This is, it wasn't cold at all. And I wasn't cold during the day or anything. Got into bed, and maybe a half hour into being there, I looked at the clock after it woke me up. I was doing the same thing again, just like that. And I did that 2 nights in a row and then didn't do it anymore. Well, fast forward 6 months later, they're starting to relate some of the symptoms that some of the people had. And some of those symptoms were these uncontrollable shaking and they can't explain why it only happened at night, but it only happened at night to these people. So I told my husband, maybe, who knows, maybe we had whatever kind of strain was going on then. You just never know. All I know is that I have never felt that way. I still can't even put into words how I felt and what was happening to my body. All I could just tell you, it was very weird, you guys. Very weird. And but it doesn't do us any. The reason I even brought this all up is even if it had been, I just read today that they came out with a report that the what do you call that word? What's the word? Help me out, people. Like when you've already had it, antibodies. That the antibodies seem to only, the longest they last is about 2 months. So if you had it and you're one of those that was asymptomatic or just little to nothing, and you think you're safe to go running all over the place because you can't catch it or give it to anybody, the antibodies after 2 months, they don't do anything for you anymore. You can catch it again. So even if I did have it, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing because it's been over 2 months. But yeah, it was, I rarely get scared, about, because physical things like that just don't happen to me. So I never get scared about anything like that. That was scary. That was scary. Okay, Jen, still take care of yourself because that antibodies aren't worth diddly squat. Yeah, you can get tested, but I figure what's the point? It doesn't mean anything either way. And the further I stay away from other people that people that are swabbing other people that have it and they're going to swab me, it's okay. That's all right. That's okay. I'll pass. But that was January. Yeah, that was January. And I'm trying to remember, when did we all start like really taking everything serious and quarantining? When was that? Was that April when everybody started putting, like, a lot of the states started saying, don't do this and don't do that? February, March. Was that March or April? I think that was April, huh? Yeah, see, Lily, I'm thinking something was going on in January. Some some prelude to that, or maybe just the way some people it was affecting them. I don't know. March, okay. We were slower than you guys. You guys did it before us, so it might have been a little later than March. Hey, Suzanne. But anyway, yeah. So that was just like freaky, freaky, freaky. And I didn't think about it until like about last month when I started reading about some of the symptoms people had had and how far back it went. And I told my husband, "Do you remember blah 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 when you felt?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you remember when I told you?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "What do you think?" He goes, "Could be, could be." We're just playing catch up, Suzanne. I don't know if did you catch my video earlier this afternoon, letting everybody know. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, yeah. What also? Oh no, Jen. My goodness. Okay, Suzanne, the I was gonna say, oh, let me backtrack. I think I'm gonna have Suzanne, I don't think you bought your kit. I know you asked for kits and you asked for fabric. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I got you confused with somebody else, but I don't remember seeing you purchase because I have this hard copy here. I know you pre-ordered on that Friday. Is it you? Wait, let me shut up before I say it. Yeah, you and Mitts were the only two that didn't go to my shop and purchase. Now I set your two aside. Everything is sold already. Everything's sold. But I set aside the ones that you guys had asked for. Because I know you wanted them, but I just wasn't sure what happened if you misunderstood how we were going to. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. No problem at all. I just didn't know if we got our signals crossed or not a problem at all, Suzanne. I just wanted to make sure that you know that it's there. Even though if you go there and there's nothing in the shop, I've got you. So I got you covered. Anyway, what was I gonna say? I guess that's it. Yeah, Lucy, well, like I was telling them earlier, I was on my crazy schedule of sleep. And after I talked to you guys, I guess that was Friday. I'm getting my days a little confused. After talking with you guys on Friday, I said, well, I'll list them either, sometime that night or the next day. So I was wide awake. I think I ended up listing them like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And I still was awake. And I ended up going to bed around 10 o'clock in the morning. And when I woke up, they were all sold, all of them. So I go, uh-oh. Yes, no problem, Stan. I just didn't want you to go like, where's the listing? I got you covered. Um, what was I gonna say? I'm gonna say something. Forgot. My mind went blank. What's new? Anyway, so between the other a doll I made last year, um, that one was kind of big. It was, well, the head was about like that. I'm gonna make a baby one this time along with the mama. So I think that it needs to be a family. Don't you guys think it needs to be a family? It needs to be a family. So are we done, ladies? I don't know what else to talk about. I've It is. I mean, I'm not into any of this. But I really, really wanted to try something out of my comfort zone. I wanted to challenge myself. And trust me, I wanted to strangle something or somebody quite a few times. It's not it's fun, but it's not easy. Some things are easy, but it just takes a lot of time. I did not find this to be easy at all. And turning these things inside out because they're so tiny and then stuffing them, and then trying to get the point, and oh my gosh. Yeah, it was a little tedious. And then even if you cut it out straight, then maybe you don't sew it exactly the right shape. And then when you stuff it, then it shows even more the mistake you made. So you had to be really, really careful when you cut the shape, when you sew the shape. Basically, there's no room for error, or else the shape just kind of like goes off into nowhere. No, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, it's not. You don't want to know how many times I smashed that face with a hammer. Next, start all over. Next. Oh my gosh. Because this is I don't think it'll harm showing this to you guys. Just to know how difficult. This is all you have to go on to make the face. Of course, she shows you, but still, these are all the measurements and where things go, where the nose, where the eyes, where the lips, where the this, where the that, and then the side view, and then where that happened. Oh my gosh. And my dyslexia, hello. Do you think that dyslexia and this are friends? No. My husband goes, why do you try those things? You know, it'll drive you crazy. I said, that's exactly why I do it. I have to test myself. Why should I do something that I can do? I already can do it. So why should I do it again? I got to try something new. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. Too crazy. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go. It is going to be 11:30. When I went to make supper, I didn't eat because I wasn't hungry. I had a late lunch. I made my husband supper. So I think I'm going to go before it gets super, super late. I need to go get me some. Yeah, exactly. Hey, dyslexia. Um, get my husband. Go get me something. What's in here? Oh. Oh, yeah. Anybody recognize this? I keep it close. Look how cool that is. Ooh. That would look cute. That could be her belt, a bug belt. Look at that. Okay, Darla recognized it. Look at that. Woohoo! Too much glare. Anyway, so I've been binge watching The Good Wife. I've been having fun. I finished Monk, so I was printing all this other stuff. While things were going well with the printer, I was watching The Good Wife. So I put a stop to it. So when I'm going to wait till I get the printer, and when I resume, then I'll finish watching The Good Wife. All right, ladies, thank you again. And really do like the happy one dance or something, that I get my printer on Friday, like they said I'm going to. Do the little fairy dance or something. so that I get my printer when they say I will. All right, thank you so much, ladies, and I'll see you. Oh, Friday, we'll be here Friday at some point. What time did we do it last time? Because that's when it's good for Diana. I guess around, I don't remember. Was it kind of? It was like, oh dear, was it like about 6 o'clock or so? I think it was like 4 o'clock her time. So she's in the West Coast. So about 6 o'clock, I guess, we'll be here to kind of show what we have or have not done on our little group project. And so if you want to see what she's done and see what I haven't done, I mean what I've gotten done by Friday on our little whatever this is. And we'll see you then. Take care. If you have to go out, put your mask on. Don't look at people. Just have a little sign that says smile and keep going. All right. Good night.